Hey there, studio owner. Today we are going to talk about what I do in my studio business. We are in the middle of the summer here. We are diving in to the second half of the year, and I am pulling back the curtain on what I do in my business. And let's be real, it's not very sexy. It's not very complicated. Because why? I'm not just a business owner. I'm a mom. I have 5 kids. I am single. I'm in the process of selling my house. There's a lot going on. And I am the chief marketing officer in my business. I like marketing. I enjoy it. I help other businesses with their marketing. I help other clients with their marketing. So this is my wheelhouse. I get a kick out of it. But let's be real. There are so many tools, platforms, things you can do. We don't have a shortage of that. What we have is a lack of commitment to execution. And I want to dive in today to what I do in my business and why I do it, so that you can see that it doesn't have to be so complicated, especially as a local studio owner. So, are you ready? Let's get real. Welcome to Brick-and-Mortar Visibility, your go-to podcast for local business owners who want to stand out, scale up, and create the freedom they deserve. I'm Melissa Rose, a fellow business owner who knows firsthand that running a brick-and-mortar business isn't just about the sales. It's about building a legacy. Here, my guests and I are going to dive into real, unfiltered conversations about what it actually takes to run and grow a thriving business. From building and leading a powerhouse team to creating a turnkey operation, we're going to help you avoid that cash flow crunch and tap into next-level marketing strategies that bring the perfect clients in your doors. Ready to be the only option in town? Let's do this. Welcome to Brick-and-Mortar Visibility, where I help you scale up that studio business without burnout. And although I am a studio owner, the content that I'm going to share with you is great for any local business owner, because what we need to do as local business owners is not the same as an online or virtual business that can sell products or services worldwide. As a local service business, we have a unique way we can market. And there are so many tools and resources out there for us to take advantage of. But I'm going to share with you really authentically what I do in my business, because I've tried so many different things. I've done so many things that cost money. I've done so many things that are free. In 17 years, I've done a lot of different things. But it comes down to really 3 things that I do in my business, and I have done them consistently. And the reason I've done them consistently is, guess what? I like them. I like doing it. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't take 10 hours to do. It doesn't pull my hair out in the process of doing it. It's something that works for me. And that is the key takeaway. So this is what I want you to take away from today's episode, is that you don't need to do 10 different things. You need to do 1, 2, 3 things really well. And by really well, I mean consistently. All right? And that is why I love Level Up. Level Up is my 3-month program as an accountability group. You start with 3 months. You're locked in with 3 months. After that, you can choose to stay or go. But that gives you 90 days to really hold yourself accountable to something. All right? So today I want to share with you the 3 things that I do in my studio business that have been consistent, that I enjoy, that have, most importantly, brought clients in the door and made my studio profitable. So number 1, you are going to be shocked. But it's SEO. And it's not these huge blogs or anything. That came later. What really happened first was that Google Business Profile. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to grab my free workshop. It's right here in the show notes. Just click, grab, speed me up. It's about 35 minutes to walk you through. If you've never done your Google Business Profile, it's going to take you about 90 minutes, 2 hours to actually optimize and get that done really, really well. But here's the deal. Once you do it, you can leave it. You genuinely don't have to do anything with it ever again, except for getting Google reviews, which is a super fun thing to do. But I always teach people to update that Google Business Profile at least once a week. That Google Business Profile is huge in your local SEO, and we are all local business owners. So everybody needs to be doing this. And so many businesses think, oh, it's just those Google reviews. It's not a big deal. It's a huge deal. So please optimize that Google business profile and take advantage of all the bells and whistles it does have. In fact, right now, I challenge you to just go into it and put an update, whether it's a new photo in there or grab an update from your blog or a class that is coming up. Do something right now today, and I would love it if you DM me on LinkedIn or my Instagram and just let me know what you did. That would make my day, and I would cheer so big for you. With that said, with your Google Business Profile, I also was very consistent in blogging. I know it sounds boring. It maybe sounds overwhelming to you, but I started this in 2016 because that's when my divorce happened, and I started really taking my business seriously. And I was like, okay, Melissa, if you're going to do this, you got to do this. So I started listening to Amy Porterfield, and she said, you need to do a blog every week. So that's what I did. And what I did back then is actually I did a video. I did a 90-second video telling my community about things in the area, things that were happening, shows that they should go to, classes that were coming up in my program, what was happening, in the future, or maybe a resource, like if there was a park that was new to the area, or if it was strawberry picking season, where I went picking strawberries. I mean, it was really community, but it was only 90 seconds. All right. And I have to laugh because that was in 2016. And I did this video and I uploaded it to YouTube and I sent it out to my people. I really didn't understand what I was doing. I was just doing what I was told, and I didn't feel comfortable writing. So I was like, well, let's just do a video, not realizing that was really a smart move because that really helped my SEO. And if you are connecting the dots to today, that's the equivalent of today's reel. Okay, so I was doing it back then. Now, since then, I then started doing blogs and writing out content. And now we have this beautiful thing called ChatGPT, you guys. And you guys, it couldn't be easier. It could not be easier to write a blog for your website. What I do is I am a Voxer girl. So I will voice text a Voxer, have it create a transcript, copy, paste that transcript into ChatGPT and say, please write a blog post using these keywords. Done. Copy, paste, put it in the blog, insert some pictures, done. It used to take me 2 hours to write a blog. I can get it done probably in 30 minutes now. All right? So the tools we have now have been so helpful, and I get it. It may not be your thing to do blogs, and that's fine. If you are updating your website consistently, like once a month, and as studio owners, you might be doing that already with posting stuff on your class page or announcing a new teacher. That's fine, as long as you're updating your website. For other brick-and-mortar service-based businesses, say you're a lawyer, you're not updating your website unless you do a blog, all right? So that's why I say blog, and that's why I'm a fan of it. But for me, that's easy, and it's consistent. The other thing is the timing of it. When I started doing my blogs, I was divorced. I had my kids gone every other weekend. You would think I would be so excited to have a weekend to myself. You guys, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was so out of sorts. So I started doing the video, learning how to edit, learning how to do all of this, purely to take up time because Sundays were such a long day without my kids. Okay, so I did that, but guess what? Our routine hasn't changed. We are black and white. Our schedules are strict. We don't really waver from those schedules. So guess what? Every other Sunday, I write a blog for the Dancing House. And it's been consistent since 2016. So the consistency there, it works for me. It helps with that SEO. And it's just a win-win-win because that local SEO is huge. Did you know the work you do today will shape your business 60 to 90 days from now? That momentum doesn't stop there. It ripples right into your personal life. So let me ask you, based on what you're doing right now, where are you headed? Will it be the same old thing, different day? Or are you really ready to level up? If you're shouting level up, let's make sure it actually happens. Join me and a crew of powerhouse business owners in my mastermind called Level Up Your Business, Your Life. This isn't just another meeting. It's your secret weapon to accountability, strategic thinking, and inspiration. We meet monthly to empower each other, take bold action, and crush the goals that really matter. Want to know more? Head to the link in my bio or visit msmelissarose.com/mastermind. It would be my absolute privilege to be part of your journey to the next level. Let's make it happen together. I hope I get to see you in our next cohort of Level Up Your Business, Your Life. Number 2, the other thing I do consistently for my business is networking. Now, networking can be paid, where you're part of an organization. Networking can be in Facebook groups. Networking can be meeting people one-on-one for coffee. Whatever I do is a ripple effect that happens that will truly manifest 60 to 90 days from now. It's so true. If I am intentional about meeting 4 different business owners in a month, 1 a week, the ripple effect is amazing how it comes back into my business. And it's not necessarily through that person. You know that. Your network is your net worth. All right? And I am intentional about who I choose to sit down with, who I want to learn about their business, because I want to refer them. Because I like them. We have complementary businesses. We might have competitive businesses, but I still want to understand what they do because I want to serve my clients the best. Maybe I have a client that's not the best fit for me, and I like them as people, but what they want is not what we offer. I can refer them to somebody else, and I love doing that. I have no problem doing that. So networking, and I am an introvert, so please hear this. I'm an introvert. I have to psych myself up for these things, all right? It's not just, especially the group events, I have to really mentally prepare. And I go in and I'm super intentional about who I want to meet. I am super intentional about the follow-up. I am super intentional about connecting with them on social and sharing their content, especially right after I meet them. And maybe, if it works, collaborating with them, okay? But it takes effort for me. However, I know there is one networking group that I go to, and I don't go as often as I would like because I teach during that time during the day. But every time I go, there was a streak where every time I went, I got business. It was comical. I was like, I can't afford not to go. All right, whether they were sending their kids to me or they were taking classes or they were, let me sponsor something for you. It was incredible. So that's what works for me. And that networking aspect sometimes is hard. It's hard to do. But if you are intentional about it, if you're part of the chamber, that is such an easy way to connect one-on-one with business owners, even 30 minutes or a walk and talk. Especially as a woman, we want to be busy. So, okay, if we can walk as well, then we're getting our exercise in and talking. It goes a little easier, right? So you don't have to sit and have coffee. There's creative ways to do this. The final way that we market our studio consistently and effectively is by just being active on social media. Now, that's a can of worms, isn't it? Oh my gosh, social media. Go down that rabbit hole. But being super intentional about following businesses that are complementary, that we like, and just the sheer comments and sharing their content when appropriate, if it works for your family. So for me, we have a lot of young families. So I'm going to share content from the chamber or the neighboring areas, neighborhoods or cities that have things for families, because I am a service to my families. All right. I am part of a show here in Hudson. They're doing the ballet Cinderella. I have now moved up to a character role. I'm no longer the ingenue role anymore. I'm not going to say the wicked stepmother. I'm just going to say the stepmother. And they genuinely are my competition. okay? Where I'm doing this production, they're my straight level competition. I have a lot of dancers sometimes that go from one studio to the other. However, it's an arts center. They have other things as well. And you know what? It doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. My clientele that I serve is different than their clientele. And we work together really well. We share teachers sometimes. Sometimes I ask them to come and sub for me if I'm in a pickle. All right. So I'm part of that production, that arts center production that also has a dance program within it, which is my direct competition. How many of you are brave enough to do that? I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. It's a community production. I'm meeting other dancers. I like to dance. I don't get many opportunities to be on stage. I might meet a potential person that could be my teacher or know somebody who could be a teacher on my team. And guess what? I'm asking different people, hey, do you know of a ballet teacher? We're in need of a ballet teacher. Do you know anybody? All right. So just being active in our community in ways that make sense for you. Another way, I have 5 kids and I can't always give financially, but I can give a little bit of my time. So I always sign up. And nowadays, they will charge you if you don't do your volunteer hours, if your kids are in a sport, right? So I'm happy to volunteer. And guess what? I put on my Dancing House ball cap and I'm out there serving hot dogs at the football game, or I'm helping at the track meet, serving behind the counter. I don't mind that at all. And I get to meet other families. Guess what? Know a lot of people showing up and getting that hot dog or drink or whatever. And, oh, Miss Melissa, hello. I'm active in the community. And I know I kind of meshed the two together because the last one was networking, and then I wanted to talk about being active on social by not just being active on your account, but by being active by encouraging, supporting, sharing. And we can do that also by just being active in your community. There was a season that I just truly, all I could do was really volunteer for my kids. We weren't really as active as we are right now on social. So that's the other point I want to make. You're going to have different seasons in your business. That's totally normal. And that's why Level Up is such a great tool for you. It's an accountability group to help you through those different seasons. You might be in a season where you want to try Facebook ads. All right, let's try it. Let's get it set up. Let's get it working and try it for 90 days and make sure that it's consistent, that you are doing the right execution with it so that you can then track it and see if it's working. So that way you know if it's something you want to continue. All right. So I want your visibility to efforts to line up with you as a person. Like I said at the top of the show, there's so much out there, so many platforms, so many strategies, so many tools. What we need to do is find what works for you best. So think about all the things that you've tried or what you're doing right now. And is what you're doing right now really the right thing for you? If you need help with that, set up a 20-minute call. Let's just chat and see and ask questions and poke at it a little bit and see if anything comes. I guarantee something will come out of that. All right. If you want to learn more about Level Up, the link is in the show notes here. I appreciate you listening. And if you haven't, and you've been around the block here a few times with me, please leave an Apple iTunes rating and review. That is our marketing effort here on the podcast, and it means so much to me. So I would love to shout you out on the podcast if you leave that Apple iTunes review. All right, everybody, have a great week, and we will see you here, same time, same place, next week. Peace. Bye-bye. As I get older, I have learned that taking care of myself is non-negotiable. As life gets busier and energy more precious, I found something that's been an absolute game changer, especially in my energy and focus. Meet Make Wellness, the next level nutraceuticals that are revolutionizing how I care for my mind, body, and spirit. These clean, science-backed supplements are crafted to help you feel amazing from the inside out. With powerful bioactive ingredients and a no BS commitment to transparency, Make Wellness is here to fuel your focus, boost your energy, and keep you thriving every single day. Ready to feel unstoppable? Go to the link here in my bio or head to msmelissarose.com/tools to see this product and my other top products that I use every single day.